Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you kind of a little bit of an update video. This is Andrew's telephone from California, and this is a CA67 military field phone. And it's a little bit different from the TA954s, and it has a bunch of lights at the top, and I'll kind of point them out for you. You might be able to see them, but over here we have a receive, a transmit, there's a power switch. Number 1 is voice, 2 is data, 3 is on hook, 4 is off hook, 5 is idle, 6 is ring, 7 is dial, and 8 is traffic. And basically we're kind of designing out how we want the lights to work. And I haven't really figured out whether I want to use a power supply like a small transformer or just battery power. I'm not sure at this point, but I'm basically designing out a circuit for the lights. And if you look right here, you're going to see somewhat of a little circuit I threw together. And basically what's going to happen is that circuit is going to flash some of these lights. So, and there's 2 reasons why we want to do that. We want to save on power. And it's also kind of interesting to see some lights flashing back and forth. So it makes it a little more interesting. And same thing here. The one on the top here is voice, data, on hook, off hook, idle, ring, dial, and traffic. Over here you have your receive and transmit. And basically Andrew wanted the on hook button to light when the telephone was hung up. And so basically if you had that light running all the time, you know, it's just going to consume a lot of power. So basically what we want to do is make it flash. Well, I thought, well, you know, since we've got an on hook button, a light that's being lit, well, the phone is in an idle mode, so why don't we use the red LED for the on hook and a yellow idle so they can flash back and forth while the telephone is not being used and the handset is in the hook position. The other thing we thought about doing was, you know, since when you pick up the handset, since there's going to be data transferring, and in this case it's just going to be like receive or transmit, we'll have data and traffic flashing back and forth because you know, there's traffic on the line. We thought that maybe receive, transmit, voice, and dial would all be steady. They would all be green once you picked up the handset. The other thing is all the lights on this board were green from the factory. So we've installed, you know, the different colors that you're going to see. On the ring, well, that was green too, but we're going to have that flash red. So basically, let's do this first. Let me go ahead and ring the telephone. And by all means, this is just a board. We're designing the circuit right now and building the circuit. So now what you're seeing is basically the ring LED flashing. And that's going to show you that it's getting a phone call. Someone's calling. Try to give you a little better shot of that. All right, now I'm going to make that ring go away. What you're going to see when I apply power to the board is you're going to see this board in off hook mode. In other words, this would simulate what it would be like if you took the receiver off the hook. And I'm going to go ahead and apply power now. So what you basically have here is you have a green receive light, a green transmit light that stays steady, the voice stays steady, the dial stays steady, and the off hook stays steady. And you have data flashing back and forth. So that's basically what you're going to see. And so now it's in a sense, the telephone would be in the position to be used. Like you could dial out, talk, transmit, do whatever. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put it in a mode to where you're hung up and the receiver is on hook. So I'm going to have to do this kind of with one hand. And so it's going to go into this mode where idle and on hook flash back and forth. They teeter. And so that's what the phone's going to look like just sitting there in the on hook position. It's going to flash red on hook and a yellow for idle, and that way we know the telephone is not in use. And we're not consuming a whole bunch of power that way by having those two teeter back and forth. So basically, and then once again in the on hook position or off hook, trying to do this one-handed, so I have to find the wire that I'm looking for here. And that would be what it would look like. And basically this traffic blue light is a super bright, and I wanted it that way just for the simple fact that now we're showing that there's traffic on the line. It's being used. It could always be changed. You could probably go to a different color, but you know, your reds, your greens, and your yellows are basically your normal colors, and you kind of have to use what you can get. But I like the sense that it's brighter because you have a traffic situation going on the phone. It's being used, and I think that turned out real nice. So basically we're just in the middle of a pre-design, just building little circuits that we can use to flash our lights and make them teeter back and forth. And so it's going to be a really nice situation when it gets finished up. We're just kind of in the middle road here, just a pre-design, and it gives you a little update video of how things are coming along. And we're just taking one problem at a time. We've already wired the keypad to a board. We have all of our functions, music on hold, flash, and redial. So we basically have all that, but we're not in that design mode right now. We're working on this light board and how we're going to apply power to this situation, whether it be battery, small transformer. I'll just have to contact Andrew and talk to him about it and see what we've got. And some things can be changed here with a light pattern too. It's not a big issue. You know, we can swap some things around, but we'll just go from there. Anyway, this is Dennis with A1 Electronics, A1 Telephone. I'll tell you what, I'll end in just turning everything off, and then basically we'll get a phone. I'll go ahead and ring it one more time, and that's basically, it's got a ring coming in, so that's what you would see. And I can try to set it up here real quick to where just kind of doing this one-handed. Okay, this is what it would look like when the telephone was hung up and it was on hook. You've got your red flashing and your yellow flashing on hook and idle, and then we have a ring coming in. So it gives you some kind of an idea of what that's going to look like when the telephone's just sitting there and you're getting a call. You're going to get that red flash from that LED on a ring cycle. So anyway, basically it turned out pretty cool, and I think it's going to be very nice when we get done with it. It's going to be pretty cool. So gives you a little look of it. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.